Now the men's turn, and they're all lined up on that northern side, Jack. They're going to try and make their way into the rip, but we've got some of the best in the business in this one. Matt Bevilacqua kicks us off, but it'd be hard to go past Shannon Eckstein.
Shannon Eckstein, certainly one you'd never count out. However, it seems to be a weekend for the young guns here. I'm going to go with Dan Collins. World Junior Surf Race and Iron Champion, he's certainly one that's going to be in the mix.
I like Sam Joden there. We saw him almost take out the ski race. You don't get many of the boys backing up in the surf race, so he's my roughie here. And like we spoke about, they're all on that left-hand side, and they all head that way as well. Wally Eggleton there on the right. He's our Australian belt race champion from the Bronte Club. Watch for him early. He's got speed to burn. And it looks like Matty Poole at the top of your screen there from the Kurrawa Club. Long legs, and he's quick off the beach, that's for sure. First in the rip and first out to sea. He doesn't have the prettiest stroke, but man, he's a fast swimmer and hot on his hammer, Shannon Eckstein.
Yeah, he's a bit of a hacker, Matty Poole, and he's going to have to look out because Shannon Eckstein's going to chase him hard.
Shannon Eckstein in second place there. It looks like James Lacey from the Mermaid Club slid in, and we thought Matt had gone a long way into the rip, but there's probably 6, 8, 10 further closer to the rocks than he is. So soon they'll be rock hopping in these races. You want to get yourself deep into the rip where the water's moving the fastest, not on the edges where it gets a little bit washy, but it still looks like Poole out in front. Eckstein hot on his hammer, and then the rest of the field really working hard as they form into a V and head into that first can.
We see two of the young guns making their way up on Shannon Eckstein there. To Shannon's left, we've got Nick Green and then Daniel Collins.
So these boys not showing respect for some of the veterans of the sport, and as they shouldn't in a surf race. Matty Poole pushing hard for home. Nick Green there in second. Shannon Eckstein a little closer to the bottom, and it looks like Dan Collins knows something that the rest of the field don't. The redhead local, he's heading south at a rate of knots. Matty Poole just slows up, sees a wave, lifts the head, tries to push down it, but we'll have a few on this one. Poole, no. Eckstein, no. None of them. They've all missed it, so the race is still on. Matty Poole stands up and begins to duck dive, and this is where things get tough.
Matty Poole's going to have to hope there's no rust in that ankle as he makes his way across the potholes and through that gutter.
That will be on his mind, that's for sure, as the wave washes through. We're all back even Steven at this point. It looks like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, too many to count on this wave. Oh, as that cameraman almost gets taken out. So Matt Poole, despite that, still leads. So that's a great performance from him. Didn't let a little bit of bad luck hurt his race plan, and he is hammering at the moment. Jay Finesse is in the mix. Matt Bevilacqua's lost his cap, and then there's a little gap back here to Kendrick Louis and Nathan Neal. They've got a little bit of racing to do to get back in this one. Jack Lindsay further down. Looks like he's hurting bad. I don't know if he's done the work to do this second leg, but the rest of the field is all strung out with Corey Taylor. James Lacey there. So Matt Poole out in front, and then Dan Collins, a current star in Matty Poole and a future star in Dan Collins. It looks like Nick Green, Shannon Eckstein hot on their hammer as well, chasing hard, always chasing, he'll never let it go. Ethan Whiteman's in there from Redhead as well, so the Redhead boys are having a good day in the surf races as they make their way through the break. Relatively easy compared to those craft. They can get down deep underneath it and not let it smash them around.
Yeah, the boys are trying to get to the bottom. They want to hold their breath as long as they can and come up under that wave in the clean water.
Speaking of under the waves, what about the shots here? We can see right in the thick of the action there as it looks like Nath Gray from Allura, so a great swimmer here. He's right in the mix inside the top 10. Luke Cuff likewise got a little bit of work to do to get back in it there, does Cuffy, but they make their way around, and still our leader out in front, Matt Poole, makes his way, and Dan Collins once again has broken away from the rest of the pack. He's the local, he knows the fastest way home, and he obviously knows something the rest of the field doesn't. If Matt Poole and Shannon Eckstein go one way, you'd think he'd follow, but he's got the guts to go it on his own.
Collins must know something, being a local, that the other boys don't. He's picking his own path down to the bottom of the screen, and he's going to try and make the most of whatever he sees over there.
So experience versus enthusiasm here. Shannon Eckstein at the top of your screen. Matt Poole with a yellow cap in second place there. Nick Green pushes through in the middle. There's 1 down at Shannon Eckstein. What a performance. Timed his run to perfection. He's led this race for about 2 seconds, and he's won it out in front. What a performance there. He stands up, takes a look around. No wonder he's the best in the business. With a performance like that, Shannon Eckstein, you are a champion there. Has come from the clouds to claim this surf race and get his first win of the Summer of Surf for 2015-2016. Dan Collins, great performance there in second place. But what do you say about our winner here, Shannon Eckstein?
Well, that goes to show why Shannon's been so good for so long. His skills are incredible.
Takes a win ahead of Dan Collins. Matt Poole a little bit upset there in third place. Nick Green, good swim. And Kendrick Louis, didn't he swim his way back into this race? Ethan Whiteman back in sixth place. Max Brooks, Ollie Signorini as the Newport crew crosses the line. But Shannon Eckstein is our winner for round 2 surf race final. Dan Collins second, Matt Poole third. We head further down the page. Wally Eggleton never really got into the race. Got a little bit of work to do there. And we keep going down such a big field with Jared McDonald, James Lacey, Corey Taylor, Lachlan Galea, Dan Booth and Sam Morgan rounds us out.
Yeah, it's quite long. First race of the day for me, so it's a good way to get a kick-off. Paul let us out. A little bit unlucky the first time through that end, but the second time through I cracked a nice little wave over the top and got the win.
Was that the tactic, sort of sit back a little bit and see where it was going?
Yeah, it's still early in the season, so I'm still building through everything and sit back, see what the other boys are doing, what they like, and yeah, it's a nice way to kick off.
Well, what a way to kick off for Shannon Eckstein. He'll slide into third place, but out in front with 2 8th-place finishes, Max Brooks will be our leader of the overall point score. We head further down, Nick Green, Ollie Signorini, Kendrick Louis, and Ethan Whiteman over the second page. Liam Ryan is in 16th place.